regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. In this game, we'll see the Sacramento Kings against the Phoenix Suns here at their home Talking Stick Resort Arena. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Kevin?
He's doing it all, DA. Thanks. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. Now Sacramento starting five. Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Parker. And it's Bagley in at the center. And for the Suns, Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. The starting gate opening night in the NBA, Brent, what are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin, that talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams and teams that have made changes? What are they playing like?
What's their chemistry like? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Saric with it. He's picked up by Parker. And here's Booker from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Such a lovely stroke there from Devin Booker. He's a go-to scorer. And a nice shot there from distance.
Takes it from 10. A new 14 for the Kings. Parker draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
The Kings shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Shooting one.
Free throw no good for Parker.
Look at all the coaching changes that the Suns have had through the years, and some of these young players have heard a lot of voices. 7 in the last 8 years, and the team's performance has shown that kind of inconsistency with up and down seasons.
Ayton, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on to De'Aaron Fox.
DeAndre Ayton, born in the Bahamas and came to the United States in high school to become one of the top prospects going into college and then becoming the first overall pick in 2018.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And all the system changes have really affected the Suns scouting department.
Really difficult to fill out a roster when you've got coaching changes and philosophies that come about, and some guys simply just don't fit. So maybe they settle in here, find the right guys to do the right things, and get themselves back into the playoffs.
Ayton hits them both. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Right side, Fox. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Shoots from 8 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Lets it go from 14. No good from Booker.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Barnes passes to Bagley. The 11-footer doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Charge inside. Guarded by Fox. And that one is off. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Barnes passes to Bagley. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Gonna have to do more to shut down Bagley.
Charge outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. To the inside. Here's Ayton. Bagley with the block.
Bagley timing that one well and intimidating.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Saric kicks to Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Ayton in the high post. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Bagley.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Well, last season we saw Buddy Hield step into the primary scoring option role for the team. He flourished in that, Brent, and his percentages didn't change.
No, he was a great complement alongside what De'Aaron Fox was doing for them in transition. But a new coaching staff, Kevin, it'll be interesting to see if Buddy Hield continues to get 8 threes a game, which is what he did last year, along with trying to improve other aspects to be more and more consistent on the offensive end of the floor.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Hield. He had a strong showing last season. 7th in three-point field goal percentage. And he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency from 3 last year, top 10 in the league, he's truly a dead-eye shooter when he gets it going. Now, here's Ayton. And there's the pass to Rubio. The Suns need to get a shot off. And again, it's the Suns missing. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Sacramento. Floats one up. Got a hand on it.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jabari Parker.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Ayton. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
He's off on the second. Kings leading now by 5. Right side, Fox kicks it to Bagley.
I'm up. Fish. Hey, yo.
Dishes to Heel. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
And it's the Kings with the ball.
Yo, man up on DB.
Booker against Fox.
Hey, yo, right here.
And Saric kicks to Booker. Five on the clock. With the shot. Bagley with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backdoor.
And the dunk by Parker.
Yeah, I love how Jabari gets to the rim and goes strong, that time up over the top.
Saric outside. Oubre outside. Good on the three-point shot.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Healed outside. Passes it to Fox. Parker trying to free himself up. Fox, no good.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Saric passes to Booker. Rubio outside. He kicks it to Ayton. Back to Rubio. Booker outside.
Check the clock. Rubio.
Saric against Fox. Fox with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. Nobody near Barnes. Booker pulls it in. Suns trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Saric. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, Booker has established that he can score and now showing that he can play make.
Brent, offensive versatility all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the
One
basket?
shot.
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
Clock at 4. Here's Healed. They grab their own miss. Bagley and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Some fouls out there can be smart. That's one. Bagley, too good inside, so hold him down. Now, Bagley can give you just a little bit of everything on the inside. I know he had a slow start to his rookie year, but really picked it up as he came along and got up to speed with not only playing with Fox, but in the NBA system and as to where he could be effective.
The first free throw is good. And with Bagley, it was clear just how active he was on both ends.
Yeah, he can do that. He's got that kind of length. He's got a soft touch around the rim. And if he can run out in transition and steal a few easy points, he could be a consistent 17 to 18-point scorer in this league.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Saric. And it's Bridges in for Oubre.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to Baines. Top of the key, Booker. The second chance effort. And it's Baines missing. Sacramento leading by 3. The drive by Bagley. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Baines. It's hauled in by the Kings. Bagley in the post. Defended by Bridges. No good there. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Booker looking around. Now the pass to Bridges. Passes to Rubio. Over Bielitsa. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Now, shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again. I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Now, here's Rubio. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some
Impressive.
thunder. Yeah. Here's Bielitsa. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Trying to improve every year, that's the goal of anyone in the NBA. Bogdanovich has great fundamentals to be able to do that.
Now, here's Bridges. And there's the call.
Bad
It's going to be an
screen.
illegal
Chicken
screen.
wing. That way.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Number 1, the Kings. 4th, the Suns.
And these are 2 teams that excel at punishing opponents for their mistakes. I mean, they certainly did that last season.
Here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Bazemore. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, they've been striving towards it for years now, and the Kings are finally one of the premier up-tempo teams.
Well, it works for them when you have a guy like De'Aaron Fox out there to blast off on any possession. You surround him with great shooters in Bogdanovich and Hield. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense on a nightly basis throughout the course of a regular season.
2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Sacramento seems like a great fit for Luke Walton. Team's approach on offense really matches his own. Should never be a shortage of scoring for the Kings.
You wonder how it is that Luke Walton did his studying coming into this season with how much success last year Dave Yeager had in getting these guys to push the ball up the floor. Luke Walton believes that anyone can rebound and bring it up, and they have the kind of guys who can do that on this roster. Well, Booker can mix it up. Once he's got a lane to the hoop, he jumps all over the defense there.
Go. Get it going.
Bogdanovich looking around. 11 feet away. Bazemore misses. Suns trail by 5. Booker left side. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Booker getting up?
Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Rubio against Bazemore. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Bazemore. Launches it. Here's Holmes. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now, here's Rubio. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kaminsky misses.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Rubio against Bazemore. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Here's Bridges. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Mikal Bridges tagged as a 3-and-D type player in the draft, still finding his way a little bit in terms of the NBA offensive system and where it is that he can be effective.
Shooting 2.
first one falls for him. Well, this team looking to utilize Bridges in a number of roles as he learns.
Yeah, Bridges maybe has to take a back seat to what Ayton and Booker do for this team, but it's a nice spot to settle in as the attention is on those two players. He can carve out a nice role here and continue to improve on some of his weaknesses in the offseason.
Both good from the line that time. Kings leading now by 3. And Bazemore kicks to Bogdanovich. Up top, Holmes. The pass to Bogdanovich. No good on the triple. Suns shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Baines passes to Bridges. 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Baines finds Rubio. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You have to be willing to pass in those situations. That was a low percentage shot.
Bielitsa passes to Holmes. The shot off that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Rubio against Bazemore. Here's Diallo. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Rubio against Bazemore. From deep three-point range, at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Kings lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back at the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they've built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. They trail by 1. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Rashawn Holmes out there with Giles, and it's Bielitsa in at the 3, the small forward.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Good on the shot.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Booker outside. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And it's Baines missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Rubio. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Rubio's got his first points of the night.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
Pass to Hield. Rebound by the Suns. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rubio outside. Fox with the steal. Goes up, and it's Fox with the jam.
Like to see Fox with that fast, quick decision on the defensive end of the floor.
Booker outside. Here's Baines, guarded by Len. Pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hield. Lays it in off the breakaway. Hield's got the lead up to 8 now for Sacramento.
Good job by Hield, just using active hands to tap that one away.
Rubio with it. Pass to Baines. There's the feed to Booker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Hield. And Brent, for all the success Booker has had as an individual, he's ready to focus on winning.
Well, focus on winning is one thing, but first focus on leadership, as this team has a new coaching staff, an opportunity with a lot of young talent. Devin Booker is the guy a lot of people are looking towards to make sure that Phoenix rises and finds a way into the playoffs.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And Brent, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet? That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. Now, Booker, Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
The pass to Fox. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Devin Booker.
Well, he's always been about speed, even back to his college days at Kentucky, and he's learned how to harness some of that on the offensive end of the floor. De'Aaron Fox picking his spots and looking for areas where he can get to be a little bit more effective.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. And Brent, you talk about Fox in the draft, was viewed as a defensive player.
Well, pretty interesting considering what we've watched over the course of the last year and a half. De'Aaron Fox just out in the fast break and in transition. You wonder if the way the game has changed, Kevin, in the past 3 years, it's allowing a player with the skill set of De'Aaron Fox to really flourish in playing open floor style.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Booker dishes to Johnson. Ayton against Len. In the corner, it's Oubre. 5 to shoot. Count that bucket. Oubre's got 5 now.
Can't lay off Oubre that far. He's good at taking advantage of that separation.
Passes it to Fox. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Well, what an incredible difference it was for De'Aaron Fox from his rookie year to his second season.
Well, they really committed to a style that allowed De'Aaron Fox just to take the reins and run up and down the floor. Obviously, we talk so much about his speed and ability to get out and transition to put pressure on the defense. The next step, again, for all these young players is to remain consistent in their play and then defend your position on the other end.
Shooting 1.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Now here's Booker. He's got 9. Saric outside. Pass to Oubre. There's the triple. Len grabs the board.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Heald finds Fox. Sacramento moving it around. Good on the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Suns trail by 9. Booker outside. The tray hits it from three-point range. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
At the top of the key, Len kicks it to Heald. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Heald's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Kings. Here's Johnson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Over Heald, and there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Ayton. Now, here's Fox. Pass to Heald. And he lays it straight in. Heald's got 10 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Booker. He's got 12. Ayton trying to break free. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jabari Parker.
Well, you got to like seeing Devin Booker be aggressive, especially when he's shooting the ball, easily earning the foul that time.
And guys, the stellar development of Devin Booker continued last season. Still a firecracker on offense and took strides to improve his shot selection and, equally as important, his decision-making.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Booker. And Greg, with Booker and his progress, you really see it in his playmaking.
And that is what the Suns want from him long term. They see him growing into the same vein as a player like James Harden, someone who can carry the load offensively and still make others better.
The Suns making a switch here. Kaminsky's checked in. Both free throws good from Booker.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Heald kicks to Barnes.
Watch him.
Up top, Bagley. Heald outside. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Wow, Heald has a beautiful release on his shot right there, just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Now here's Oubre. 5 points in the game.
Screen.
Booker the pass to Kaminsky. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And Fox gets it to go.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Booker against Fox. And the pass to Ayton. Booker outside. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. Ayton kicks to Oubre. Rebound by the Kings. Parker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bagley finds Fox. Back to Bagley.
Come to me.
Over Booker. Bagley, no good. Suns trail by 11. Johnson outside. Oubre outside. Here's Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash, but this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
Bridges, he's checked in for Johnson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Well, Brent, looking at the Suns' future, Ayton's development could really determine how far they rise.
I think it's not all on his shoulders, but certainly as a big guy out there, to have a presence on a nightly basis and some consistency is the challenge for DeAndre Ayton. He has all the physical tools and by all accounts has the work ethic to go along with it.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Booker. He's got 14. Misses off the left iron. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Fox. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Well, Fox had quite a year in Kentucky before he decided to turn pro and became the 5th pick in 2017 in the NBA draft.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Fox.
A great year for the Kings last year. We're in the playoff hunt right up until the very last month of the season and ultimately came up short. But those guys will be hungry to want some postseason play this year.
Ricky Rubio checked in for the Suns. And a change for Sacramento. Bogdanovich is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. And Brent, as you mentioned, the Kings came up short last year, but you have to think the playoffs are in their future.
Thinking about the playoffs would be nice. They did make a coaching change as Luke Walton is taking over for Dave Yeager, and changing coaches can sometimes disrupt development. Will they continue to play at the same pace that they played at last year? They were phenomenal in the open floor.
And it's the Kings with the ball. The Suns getting the bucket. From the stripe. Offensive rebound, Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
Well, Bagley can move around you and get slender out there to find room on the floor to collect offensive rebounds.
Rubio, the pass to Booker. Out to the right wing. And Rubio kicks to Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Now here's Bazemore. Holmes finds Bagley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Ayton.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
And so Bagley nails them both.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
Now here's Booker, 17 points in the game, and the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul. .158 left to play here in the second quarter. Passes it to Booker. Clock at 6. Kaminsky kicks to Rubio from deep.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue. And here are some numbers on Fox. A very nice season for him last year. 8th in assists. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. And he can't get the first one.
What a culture shift it's been in Sacramento the last few years. Vlade Divac, along with Peja Stojakovic, two of the legendary Sacramento Kings players, finding their footing and trying to put their stamp on this organization with some of the young talent that they've acquired.
Good on the second free throw. And Brent, around the league, people are saying the Kings are one of the scarier teams on the rise.
Well, they drafted decently. They play a system that now is speaking to some of their young talent. They've had a nice blend. It's been a long time coming in Sacramento, but fans coming out to the new arena to support this new, young, hungry Kings group. Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Kings leading now by 9. And here's Bogdanovich. Outside, Fox. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Moving it up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. Number 1, the Kings.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Well, Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
You could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Fox looking it over. Here's Holmes. Baines with the block, and they're able to recover. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And Rubio kicks to Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Kaminsky, and he drops it in from the low post. Kaminsky's got 6 here in this quarter.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Rubio against Fox. From deep 3-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Sacramento Kings. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They gathered some serious momentum in the second quarter, and as well as they played, it's a little bit of a surprise that their lead isn't more than 7 points here at the half. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Kenny, your take on Phoenix.
Well, they just didn't produce enough offense. I don't know if it's because they were expending so much energy on the defensive end, but clearly they have to take a look at this. What plays are we calling? And how can we improve that? And they have to do it fast, because if they don't, this game is going to run away from them.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. 7-point differential. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Sacramento's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And that one's good, Barnes.
The defense better recognize that Harrison Barnes more than capable from there.
Now Rubio. Saric with it. He kicks it to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Suns keep it alive. Second chance shot. The shot will not fall.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Pass to Fox. Back to Barnes. And that's going to be a travel. Suns trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's Oubre off the drive. Makes it off the glass. Oubre's got 7 points in the game.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Healed outside. Over Booker, and again it's Sacramento converting.
Well, he's a good shooter from the mid-range. Healed, had some breathing room, took a deep breath, and fired.
Rubio the pass to Booker. Now here's Ayton, covered by Heald. And Rubio kicks to Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 5th assist in this one. Barnes outside. The 10-footer, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The shot by Saric, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Rubio against Fox. Rubio dishes to Oubre. Here's Ayton. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Rubio. Tries to hit him. It's deflected. And now Sacramento on the break. Bagley the pass to Fox. And here is Barnes, covered by Rubio. Here's Parker. Count that one. And it's an 11-point Sacramento lead.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Rubio against Fox. Saric. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component, a physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Two.
And that one falls from Saric.
And Devin Booker, where would the Suns' offense be without him?
Probably bottom of the league if no Devin Booker slides on that Suns jersey. One of the purest shooters in the league and one of the most phenomenal young scorers that's come along maybe since Kevin Durant.
And so he hits both. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. They trail by 7. Here's Booker. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one is unhealed.
Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Then for the Kings, Len's checked in for Parker. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Fox.
Shooting one.
Well, Devin Booker, another one of those guys who grew up around the game with his dad, Melvin Booker, playing both in the NBA and getting some overseas experience. And you can kind of see it in the maturity of Devin Booker's offensive game.
On the wing, Hield. He's covered by Ayton.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Suns with the ball. Bazemore against Rubio. Johnson from outside. Good on the triple. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here we go. Get a good look. Good look.
Rubio against Bazemore.
Good shot. Ball up. Ball. Come back here.
There's the pass to Hield. No good again that time.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Rubio against Bagley. That gives them the lead.
Timeout.
Ayton's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And it was made clear early on to Ricky Rubio that the Jazz were moving on from him. But Rubio quickly finds a home in Phoenix. 3-year deal for Rubio, who is a good fit with the Suns. Having a real point guard on the team like Rubio should be a huge boost.
Bridges, he's checked in for Johnson. And Bazemore kicks to Barnes. On the wing, Hield. Again, the miss by the Kings. And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Booker. They get it back. And that one's good, Ayton. Now it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Passes it to Bazemore. Back to Hield. No good that time. Some solid defense from Ayton.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
There's a lot of people who are very curious about Ayton and the total package he is. Nice pass there.
Here's Bazemore. They kick out to Hield. Second shot opportunity. Again, Hield missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Bridges with the steal. And now the Suns, a fast break. Bridges leading the charge. Bagley with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bagley. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns. Then for the Kings, Harry Giles is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Bielitsa comes in for Barnes. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kent Bazemore. Rubio, the pass to Baines. Kicks to Bridges. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by the Kings.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Who's got Booker?
Bogdanovich against Booker. Here's Rubio. Got a piece of it. Here's Giles. Covered by Rubio. Bogdanovich, no luck. Suns leading by 4. Pass to Rubio. Ayton against Hield. And that one's good, Ayton.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Hield showing more ball handling there for you. He can be slippery.
Pass to Baines. He kicks to Booker. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Suns making a switch here. Diallo's checked in. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. And Phoenix has possession. They lead by 4. Bridges, no one around him. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Yeah, this has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit. There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And Rubio kicks to Bridges. The pass to Booker. 6 to shoot. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Passes it to Hield. Pass to Giles. Here's Holmes. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Rubio misses.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
The Suns leading. And here's Booker. 25 points in the game. Pass to Baines. The dish to Rubio. Bridges inside the three-point line. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Giles has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Bogdanovich, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
Well, Bogdanovich being a little bit crafty there, knowing the defense was closing in on him, and drew the contact.
Well, Greg, it took some time for Bogdanovich to make it over to the NBA, but you can see why he was worth the wait.
And Bogdanovich showed some flashes of his great shooting that rookie year, and only improved on that last season. Still, in his mid-20s, he should only continue to get better as he adjusts to the NBA.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. Well, he's not a huge name in the league yet, but Bogdanovich was a big part of the Kings' success last season.
Very strong shooter and comes off the bench and helps to stabilize the offense. Not only can score, but can make plays, uses his long reach on defense, and can take some pressure off of what the second unit is asked to do on a nightly basis in Sacramento.
Booker the pass to Diallo. Bridges with it. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Now Diallo. Bridges passes to Booker. That's good on the jump shot. Booker's got 27.
Huge night for Booker, and reminiscent maybe of the night in Boston, Kevin, maybe.
Fox kicks to Bielitsa.
Hey, yo, right here.
32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Bogdanovich. Nice shot from the wing. Bogdanovich has got the game tied up here for the Kings.
Well, nice job by Bielitsa. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found one.
And there's the pass to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Oubre with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And he drops that one in. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half. Outside, Fox. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Jabari Parker is out there with Holmes, and it's Bielitsa in at the 3 slot. And that one, good. Bielitsa's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Sacramento. Bridges with it. Kaminsky inside. He's against Parker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Two shots.
No good on the free throw. That's off as well, so he misses both. And even though he stands 6'10", Holmes plays taller than that.
He does, mostly, Kevin, because of that length. I mean, he stretches out and uses that quick jump and can block some shots and deter a few guys from trying to do some things offensively.
Passes to Kaminsky.
Good look, good look.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Bridges misses.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And Parker continues to work, always wanting to get better. Always thought of as a high motor player.
And Parker drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Pass to Bridges. Booker against Fox. Pass to Kaminsky. Here's the three. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
14 feet away, Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
Well, Fox with the eyes and ears up that time. Good vision to facilitate.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Mikal Bridges.
One shot.
Hey, good hit, man. Good hit.
Here's Booker. The pass to Kaminsky. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. The shot, no good. And the Kings going the other way now. Inside, Oubre with the steal. Knocked loose. Holmes with the steal. Fox against Booker. Outside, Bogdanovich. From past the arc, drains the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 9 points now in just the second half.
I think he's just going to get more and more confident from behind the arc and become a more consistent scorer in this league as time goes by.
Baines dishes to Oubre. Nailed from three-point land.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The wide open look here for Fox. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Rubio finds Oubre. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Rubio outside. Three-pointer. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Booker the pass to Rubio. That three off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him...
Oubre against Fox. Oubre with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Oubre right there, just not afraid to take it at the defense.
Last season, we saw Kelly Oubre get traded to the Suns. That was a surprise success for both him and the team.
Oubre came in and gave the Suns that defensive spark they so desperately needed. The long arms, he can get in the passing lanes, and he plays with tremendous energy, and they love him.
The first one falls, and whether or not he's making shots, you have to love what Kelly Oubre brings on defense.
Yeah, the versatility on the defensive end, maybe to a point, Kevin, where he can guard the 1 through 4 position, has this coaching staff excited.
Sharch checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Then for the Kings, Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Harrison Barnes comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich.
Monty Williams, in his first stint with the Phoenix Suns, was a sought-after hire as a front office personnel member, was with the Spurs before going to Philadelphia, and has been a head coach in the league. Remember his days back in New Orleans with the Pelicans and a young Anthony Davis. So Monty experienced and is going to bring that to the desert.
Rubio outside, 6 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And that experience you're talking about with Monty Williams, it's why the Suns wanted him.
Well, Monty's experience in a lot of levels in this league, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, being in the front office, part of player development, that's an amazing calming influence for this young Phoenix Suns team to grow with.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Nice shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Barnes outside. Kings with the fresh shot clock. Bagley, no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Hit.
Whistle blows,
Pass
bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. It's going to be Oubre shooting. Harrison Barnes picks one up. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw, good, Oubre.
Oubre, the more he plays and gets into a rhythm, you start to see some of that confidence. That's going to help out the team.
Fox against Rubio. It's Fox with the drive.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Bagley with the block. Puts one up from 19. Goes back up. He lays it in. And the Kings lead by 1.
So skilled and nice composure that time from the young Marvin Bagley.
Rubio against Fox. The drive by Rubio. And he uses the glass on the layup. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Rubio against Fox. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here's Oubre. The shot missing. Excellent D there from Parker. They push it up 4 on 3. And here's Barnes for 3. Oubre pulls it in.
That's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Booker against Fox. Pass to Rubio. And here is Ayton. Over Parker. And it's Ayton missing.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Kept alive. The kick out to Fox. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Bagley, and once again off the mark by Sacramento. Booker dishes to Rubio. Oubre outside. Pass to Saric. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Rubio outside. And Parker comes with the help. And here's Booker from the arc. Good D by Heel. The Kings trailing. Lets it go with a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Heald's got 9 points here in the second half.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Feeds it to Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Using every bit of muscle he's got on that one. What can I say? Harrison Barnes likes to get in and attack.
Timeout called, the Suns. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade and get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And a chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Marvin Bagley.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Back to Fox. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
De'Aaron Fox stepping up big time.
Suns trail by 3. Saric outside. Kicks to Booker for 3. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Fox with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Healed against Rubio. Healed, can't hit.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Rubio. That's tipped. Here's Healed. Holmes kicks to Healed to the right side. And that one hits back iron.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there. That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 1. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. .152 left in the fourth quarter. Barnes against Oubre. Now here's Barnes. Defense right on him. They get it again. Holmes. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Holmes got 5 points now in the quarter. Booker against Healed. Pulls it from the elbow, and the jumper falls for him. That's 36 points for Devin Booker.
Booker focused on scoring right there. Even under duress, Booker finding a way to sink a very tough shot.
Barnes against Oubre. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. .107 left in the fourth quarter. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Barnes for 3.
Well, Ayton at 7'1" has a 7'5" wingspan, so those arms helping out.
Oubre passes to Booker. It's money from deep.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oubre against Barnes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Ayton.
Yeah, Barnes right there with nice control as he gets in there driving to the rim.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
You think about Harrison Barnes when he won an NBA championship in his 3rd year in the league after being the 7th pick in the 2012 NBA draft.
And he is unable to get the second one.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable, but now still a one-possession game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Booker with it. Now guarded by Hield. No good from Booker. Timeout called by the Kings. They're behind by 3. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Well, guys, what do you think?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, GA. Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Up.
17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Continues to try to work to find some consistency, does Harrison Barnes, and right there knocking at the defense's door.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here. Barnes hits them both. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Two.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Fox finds Barnes. The 3 won't fall. Timeout called. The Suns. They're in front by 3. 7 seconds left in the game. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
2.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most, doing what had to be done, and to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.